Okay, when you're ready.
This is Aiden. It's my presentation. It's my first assignment. So here is each task we did. So my first one was our Geeksty work, where we did our artwork. What we were asked to do is turn a 2D image into a 3D animation while using 3ds Max. The picture I used was called Upside Down, that he made. The tools I used were splines, so I used splines and traced over the shapes and extruded out. I also I textured them properly in Photoshop using just to draw them and make them colour them correctly so they look good. We animated it, so I made some of the animations, like one that would it would fly in, spin in, or bounce in, and then we rendered it into a video and then put it on our blog. Our second assignment was the Lego Man work. So what we did for this one is we were asked to create a Lego Man of a certain course in Geeksty for Lego. I chose Creative by Media because I wanted to challenge myself this time. So yeah, so what I used for this one was I used a scene for mine, created a computer and a desk and chair with my character alongside it. I use splines, I use shape merge a lot, try and make it actually look like real Lego and stuff, and then I put it all together, and then I did use a bit of box modelling, like for the arms I used the box modelling, and then the mesh smooth to make it look nice. Used the bend tool for the hands, and then for the feet we used the cylinder and then a box, and combined it together and then shape merged the back of it to make the holes. And then we put it all together on a plinth. We animated the plinth and made it rotate, so it looked like a real, like a showcase. So yeah, that was our task 2. So our final task was Crystal Maze corridor work. And we did that one. What we were asked to do is make a corridor theme of something that hasn't already been in the show. So we had to create our own theme and put it into a corridor. My theme was steampunk. And in my corridor, when I was making it, I used a lot of cylinders to create various objects, like my pipes, my valve handles, and like my windows and stuff. Yeah, and then I made my cogs through edible poly, and yeah, and then I just put it all in place. And for the corridor actual thing, we used box and we modelled it, and then removed 2 of the faces so it was hollow. And we used the normals to flip the normals to make the texture inside, and then we used the UV unwrap to make the actual texture in Photoshop. Yeah, and then we put it into Unity and put a first-person camera in, and then rendered it and made it into a game and uploaded it to our blog. So that's that done. Oh God, no. So we in our work we were in my Lego Man one. No, our Geeksty one. I used a storyboard to plan out the animation of what it would look like before I animated it and wrote about it. So yeah, but instead of using storyboard for the Crystal Maze one, we used a mood board so we could plan ideas and write about it. So we had like an idea to use for it. Yeah. So this was my research. So primary research is where research you find out yourself, like you use your own knowledge or you find something. Or secondary research means you use research from another source, or you've used some kind of help from someone. So my Geeksty art work, I did a bit of research. I used like my own knowledge that I knew a bit about the art because I really into artist work. And then my secondary research, I did go into some libraries and actually have a look at what his work was like, and I did use a few like other things as well. For my Lego Man modelling for my research, I surveyed the class and asked what would be the best to put in my scene, what object accessories I should use for it. Secondary, I researched what textures it would go on the actual person, what textures I should use, and what is relative in that field. With my crystal maze, I just asked around the class again, just to see what I should put in and what you think steampunk thing means to them, and what they think it should look like. And I took their ideas and used it. Secondary, I used it to search up what an actual environment looks like and what a corridor looked like, and compared them. And I got pictures to use, and I researched pictures to use for textures for my pipes and my cogs and stuff. So, I found some jobs I could do after this course if I wanted to. I could either go to 3D artist game development or character artist, or if I want to, I can go to university afterwards and get a degree. I could do that. It's whatever I feel like I'm ready. I even research the skills I might need if I'm going into a job. So I found out communication is very key, working as a team, and getting your work on done in time as well, and not being late. Oh yeah, I'll explain my last bit. So, my communication, pretty good. My file management was quite good, because I made sure my files were all in the right place, so I didn't get any mess ups and missing textures, and my Unity was all done. My time, I managed my time well with my normal time. I made sure I put things on certain dates, like Fridays I would always do work, and Sundays I would, Saturday would be a chill. And then my research I always did, made sure it was done before I did any other work, and I knew what I was doing. Thank you for listening to my presentation.
Thank you very much.